In the year 2014, a new squad of operatives was chosen by the College of Illusion. These fools promptly went on to frustrate their DM at every opportunity. Today, still working together, because really, who else would work with them? They survive as adventurers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Second Breakfast Club.
Tony Kinney as Eddie Falzone.
Jess Owen as Adira Glow.
Michael Cole as Uorag.
Jesse Wicks as Bill Quiverlance.
Nico Rodriguez as your DM.
Welcome back to the continuing tales of A Fool's Quest.
The School of Illusion is housed in the Forsaken Lake in the eastern hemisphere of Uorag. The school itself is a series of buildings spread around the city that was built upon an island in the Forsaken Lake. On the third floor of the school's northernmost building, a shrill alarm has sounded. The alarm originates from the northern cliffs of the island and signals an attack. An attack is an uncommon thing here. In fact, you as a party have never experienced one at the school. The school is on an island in the center of an enormous lake, housed in the mountains and encased in illusion magic. Whatever foe is outside must be a powerful foe to have gotten this far. And the threat must be real because all drills for the city are pre-approved and sanctioned by the School of Illusion. So you would know this was not scheduled, so this must not be a drill. While each member of the party has their own bedroom, the 4 rooms are all adjacent to one another. 2 bedrooms on the left side of the hall, and 2 bedrooms on the right side of the hall across from each other. Again, you're on the 3rd floor, and you all wake up in your bedrooms, presumably in the morning with this alarm going off.
How early in the morning?
Too early.
Way too early.
Way too early.
So it's not light out yet?
So I'll just go lumbering out my door in just my loincloth, pretty much. What is going on?
I'm gonna roll off a couch. I don't have a bed in my room. It's just a couch and a desk, a couple of chairs. Yeah. Roll off a couch and take a swig out of the open bottle of mead.
Yeah.
And also go out in the hallway. It's too early for this.
Where are the others?
I'm going to get out of bed and take my time making sure I'm dressed all the way up and I look like I should. And I'm going to grab my symbols and slowly head out. All right, guys, what's going on?
Symbols?
Symbols? Did you say symbols?
Yes, my symbols.
Oh, hell no! He's Bart.
New sound pack getting downloaded in 10 minutes.
Oh, fuck you with a stolen dildo.
I guess it's better than a kazoo.
Is it though?
I mean, it's easier to replicate. You just gotta hit the symbol button on the keyboard a bunch.
I suppose. So Adira would have sprang from bed and just shouted, "It's time to glow!" Run out of her room on fire with her axe.
Do you have a catchphrase already?
Yep.
Because that's fantastic.
That's her phrase.
Time to glow.
Okay.
You can imagine half your room is charred.
Yeah, there's my blanket is no longer.
hard
I
to
need
keep
a new one
curtains
already.
Can't open the bottle of mouthwash, rages. The kitchen counter catches on fire. Or bathroom counter. Okay, so as you all leave your rooms, you exit out into the hallway. Your attack drills have trained you to move north along the hallway to reach the nearest flight of stairs and down the stairs to the closest exit. Behind you, however, south down the hallway, are the rooms for the building's staff managers. So this is your building as a specific party of the School of Illusion. You have housing staff that is managed by the school that manages the house and the property for you while you guys are supposed to be responsible for your studies. So those building managers are behind you down the hall. But your drill tells you to go north toward the stairs.
North it is then. Head straight that way to the stairs.
Okay.
I'll start playing an appropriate cymbal song that builds tension.
He says with a meaningful look at Mike.
I'm not looking.
A cymbal song to build tension.
No such thing as a cymbal song.
Very dramatic chord on his cymbals.
No, you start off real soft. You know?
Let's see here.
Well, that's something that actually does music like a hurdy-gurdy or something. Like a little squeeze. Oh, there.
I told you.
That'd be hard to make portable, though.
Chris says theremin. We were talking about instruments earlier. I said, too bad theremins are only electric. Be hilarious.
Yeah.
I was just trying to talk him into it. It'd be great.
All right, go ahead and give me a charisma check to see how good this cymbal song is.
Charisma check. 12.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sounds like we're in the bayou.
I know, right? The natives are restless.
So a 12 is a success. So are you trying to inspire these people to move forward faster? Or are you trying to sound an alarm? I will give you one bonus effective.
Yeah, I'll be sounding an alarm while I do it. I'm sure the housing staff is aware of all my different songs. I'm backing them.
All right, so this is your I'm building tension cymbal song that the house is aware of. And you see people, the people behind you down the halls that were in the manager's rooms, they start to come out of their rooms and take off toward the southern stairwell, which is closer for them than what it was. So
I am greatly inspired to move as quickly as I can away from the loud clashing noise behind me.
The faster you move, the faster I clash.
All right, so as you rush toward the stairwell, you find in front of your way a group of underclassmen. So this group of classmen is not quite at your rank in the School of Illusion. Your party is one of the 3 primary parties that would become the next adventuring party, should it be tasked to you. But these are just a group of unassigned underclassmen, so they don't have their own parties, they're just learning the basics. And they're all in the hallway right now, stacking glass jars that appear to be full of spell components. And they're in the middle of the hallway floor with these glass vials and jars stacked in different manners and all sorts of random items in them that you're not quite sure what would happen. You will either have to slow down greatly to navigate through the jars, move the jars aside, or have the underclassmen move them. If you would like to, instead of slowing down or moving them aside or having the underclassmen move them, which would all 3 of those things would take time, you could attempt to avoid danger somehow in each one of your fashions.
Do not let Adira go first.
With an avoid danger roll.
Okay.
Somebody stop me.
Who's leading the pack here?
Yeah, which order are we in here?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Yeah, we kind of follow Eddie's lead. So.
Yeah.
I have an idea what Uorag's going to do, but...
What the hell? I'm gonna...
Do you have some kind of calming thing for Adira by this point? Because...
Symbols.
Sun's getting real loud.
The soothing symbols.
I would say probably the bard is going to be the one to be able to soothe you. So whatever... I assume whatever you and Bill had come up with in the past is probably relevant. So, well, I don't know. Bill, do you and Adira have a way to calm Adira down after she rages like the Hulk?
I'm in a rage. We need to calm.
It's just palm rubbing, but in the opposite directions. I'll just stick my cymbals out, and she'll come rub the middle, and it calms her right down.
At the middle of the cymbal?
Yes.
So it's going to make that cymbal noise.
Yep.
Like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
That is correct.
So I just come running when you hold out your symbol.
Yes.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Like the little
I hope
Tibetan
I hope
peaceful.
you're ahead of me then. Have we figured out our order yet?
All right. Are there like tapestries on the walls or anything like that?
Yep.
Cool. Hey, you two, can you tear down a couple of those tapestries? Toss them over the jars. We're just running.
Okay, so you're going to have them toss them over the jars and just
run them right across.
run right across and hope that whatever spell components pop out don't mix?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's illusion spells.
All right, so
Probably won't
What's
blow
the
us up.
worst that could happen?
So Eddie, go ahead and mark down 1 LP just in your notes real quick. Just in pencil. It doesn't have to be a thing, but it'll come up. So 1 LP for you. Who's after Eddie?
Should defy danger? Is that the rule?
Well, no, you don't have to defy danger for that because you're not actually defying the danger. You're just gonna step on it with the tapestries, and I mean you can. I mean, what? How do you think the tapestries are gonna stop the components from mixing?
Well, I mean, they'll just kind of weight everything down, so it might break the jars, but it'll maybe weight it down some.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you maybe like it smushes the component straight down to the ground, so it doesn't have a chance to mix the components together.
Yeah, they're not gonna mix as much.
All right, so go ahead and make your defy danger roll, and we'll resolve that after we find out what the others are doing.
I made it.
You made it?
Yeah, would that be using intelligence?
Depends on how you're defying the danger.
I'd say using the tapestries is pretty quick thinking.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, you're not using strength or anything, so yeah, I would say. I would agree with that.
Then that's a 13.
Okay, all right. So they're pulling that down and throwing it on top of those things. They're listening to you. You are upperclassmen to them, so they will immediately listen as you tell them to take the tapestries down and put them over. What are the rest of you guys doing? Are you waiting for him to do the tapestries, or are you charging ahead to go to the stairwell?
I'm going to shapeshift into an eagle as I'm running and fly over them
Okay.
and go further down the hallway.
All right. So I will say that doesn't even require a defy danger because you don't even come anywhere near them. So yeah, no, that's. So you run and jump and turn into an eagle and just swoosh right over.
With antlers.
Yeah, with antlers.
With antlers.
Always have the antlers.
Yes. Small vestigial.
Swoop extra low through the doorway.
Adira, I believe you would be next with Bill slamming the cymbals behind everyone to wake everyone else up. So
Yeah, I don't know.
we will say you did see Eddie throw the tapestries down across the bottles and stuff. So
So I would have sought out Bill to calm down.
yeah.
Bill, I hope you got your symbol out because
I always have my symbol out.
I need to rub it, apparently. Come here and let me rub your symbol. So I'm rubbing symbols and calming the fuck down.
Yep. Okay.
And then what? Walk across?
Yeah, we'll walk across in just a second.
Okay.
Bill, what are you doing outside of...
Standing there.
So I'm going to be trying to inspire both Addie and Adira. Addie and Adira. Going to try and inspire them both. Tell them about how wonderful they're handling the situation to a beat over the cymbals. And compliment them into being inspired. We'll give them 1d4 forward to any damage rolls if they need to hit anything in the next little bit, and then the next time somebody successfully assists them with aid, they'll get a +2 instead of a +1.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
But that is my arcane art, so I have to roll for it, correct?
Yep.
It's a 10.
Okay, so a 10 is a success. So you beat your symbol and nothing bad happens. So far, this has been pretty cake for you guys.
I'm sure it'll
We've
stay
had
that
some
way.
nice rolls.
Look at us getting down the hallway.
Look at us feeling confident.
All right, so you guys make it over the glass, and yeah, you say anything to the underclassmen as you get by?
Idiots stacking jars in the hallway. Clean that up.
Okay, we were told to do this, but we'll get to cleaning right now.
Told to stack the jars in the hallway?
Yeah, we were told to stack the jars in the hallway right now.
By who?
By the Bells.
The what?
The Bells is another party. There are 3 parties of illusionists. Each party is led by one primary illusion spellcaster. Your party, for example, is led by Eddie. But there are 2 other parties that belong to the school. The Bells is one of them, and we'll cover more of what they are as we get closer to them.
Are they like rivals?
Kind of like rivals. They're school rivals, but ultimately outside of the school, you're all allies as illusionists. But you're all kind of competing for the top party within the school at this point.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Can I speak when I'm shifted?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Yeah, that'll come in handy.
I mean, as you're shifting, I assume you like shift to where you have human vocal cords in your animal form, so
But your beak goes away and turns into a human mouth.
That's not creepy at all.
horrifying.
you're an eagle without a beak.
Looks like some kind of real nightmare,
like
fever dream Pokemon.
It's like all those cow memes where they're singing songs in the field. People That's horrible.
Yeah, that bug's been.
Speaking of nightmares.
Oh, crap! That's terrifying.
All right. Do I know the leader's name of the Bells?
Yeah, I mean, you know the Bells, yes, for sure.
All right. What's the leader's name?
Okay, let me go back to moving ahead in my notes. Don't worry about it, though. We're fine. The leader of the Bells, his name is Frack.
All right. I'm going to tell them underclassmen they're... Yeah, well, you should have known better. Go stack this. If you know what's good for you now, you go stack this stuff on Frack's bed. And don't listen to him anymore. And then, take off down the hall.
They all groan because, first of all, they're on the 3rd floor. They have all these glass vials that they brought in here to already stack up. And Frack doesn't live in this building with you guys. This is your building for all intents and purposes, with the exception of the underclassmen that also reside here. But each one of the 3 top parties, so... you guys, the Bell group, and the Potter group all have your own homes. So they all groan and they're whiny and they go. They start picking stuff up though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay and watch.
Okay.
On down the hall.
I'm gonna follow along.
Keep on moving toward the alarm.
Okay. All right. So as you move to the stairwell, you guys just skipped a bunch of shit. All right, so you got past the underclassmen, you make it to the stairs and down to the exit. You see no other students, faculty, or civilians in the hall or the stairwell down, besides the underclassmen that you ran into. As you exit the back entrance of your house, the shrill alarm sounds again. Attack drills require you to move toward the northern cliffs of the island to secure your combat positions. Heading south to the center of the city would take you toward your class instructors and the 2 other groups of upperclassmen, the Potters and the Bells. There you could find out what is going on. So those are kind of your 2 options for where you're coming out. Head toward city or toward the cliffs.
I feel like we need to know what's going on.
Again, your attack drills tell you to head to your stations.
That's true. I guess we should head to our stations, which is the city, right?
No, north to the cliffs.
North
Yeah.
to the cliffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go. We'll see if we can find out what's going on when we get there.
All right, group consensus. Head north.
I'm as an eagle. I'm half tempted to fly south and see if I can.
You should be able to see south.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. You come out and there is fog everywhere. You can't see more than about 20 feet in front of you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Which is also rare not as rare because you are in a city that's surrounded by a lake, but you're high up in the mountains enough that typically it's not this foggy up there. The fog kind of travels down the mountain as it mists up from the lake. So having this heavy of a fog go this high into the sky is very bizarre.
I'm going to detect magic, which that's a spell. I got to roll for it, right? Cast a spell. Do you have to roll for cantrips? That's a cantrip. Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, I think you do have to for the success of the cantrip.
Yeah. So I got an 8, which means the spell is cast, but I have to choose one. Draw unwelcome attention or put myself in a spot. Spell disturbs the fabric of reality as it is cast. Take -1 ongoing to cast a spell until the next time I prepare spells. Or after it is cast, the spell is forgotten and I cannot cast a spell again until I prepare spells. I think I'm going to forget it.
Okay. All right. So you cast Detect Magic and you immediately forget that spell out of your spellbook for the day. But you do sense magic all around.
From the fog?
Yeah, from the fog.
Can I tell? Is it illusion?
It does appear to be illusion magic.
I can do a ritual when I draw on a place of power to create a magical effect. Is there a place of power here?
Yeah, there's a place of power literally in your house. Each one of the houses has a place of power that you would be able to designate for yourself. Also, write down one more LP for yourself while you guys are casting spells and discussing among yourselves outside the house.
Uorag, can you see anything?
Do I see any unfamiliar spirits in the area? And my spirit sense also extends into inanimate objects.
Okay.
I'm not only just a spirit tongue, but a thing talker. So.
Well, yeah. So you're still in your eagle form.
Yeah.
You kind of fly up and you look around for spirits. You don't see any spirits that are new to the area.
But the ones that are normally around still there.
Mm-hmm. Nothing sticks out. I mean, it is a bigger city that you're in the mountains, so like, you know, you don't have every single person here memorized, but nothing seems out of place.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back in and try to perform a ritual to get rid of the fog.
Okay.
Dispel that illusion.
To dispel the illusion. Okay. Yeah.
I would like to aid you.
Oh yeah, which will give him a +2 for this aid, correct? 'Cause he's inspired.
I don't need to roll for it. It's just ritual effects are always possible, but the GM will give you 1 to 4 of the following conditions. It's going to take. Well, here, let me hand you the.
Okay, what I will say is, in order for this is a really powerful spell. You will require help from the other 3 to perform this ritual.
I'm going to need everyone's help with this one.
Of course.
Uorag, are you still flying around?
I'm still flying around. Do we have some sort of an audible signal, like a whistle or something?
I would imagine.
I play my come in sounds on the cymbal.
Yeah, he's got
I can give audio orders from the cymbal. We've worked them out amongst ourselves.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
There we go.
Symbol signals.
Regroup.
Symbol signals.
This is so much easier when we already know each other.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to do that.
All right, this fog's an illusion. I can get rid of it, but I need
symbols.
I need you guys to help out with this ritual here. It's going to take all 4 of us.
Okay. Our powers combine.
The power is yours.
Take them back in, and quick as I can, go to the little ritual spot there, and
Is it time to glow?
It is. Have her hold the black candle, and Uorag can ring the bell, and Bill can recite from the book.
Yeah, so the ritual area in your house is kind of a mixture of like a witchcrafty, so like skulls and old books and stuff and weird artwork of demon-like creatures mixed with like angelic-like creatures, but all of them are kind of illusory, so they have kind of an illusion that they have with them. So like the skull, for example, can twist open and it can hide things in it. The paintings, if you get closer, there's text on it that help teach you illusion spells. So all of them double as these magic items, or not magic items, but as kind of like, this is what it looks like a creepy thing on the front, but it doubles as something productive on the other end.
Utilitarian.
To help with your illusory build for your school. Also, it is a noir-esque style like investigation area. So there are 4 desks there that you guys can all research at. All of you have lamps and lights and stuff that are set up, all like facing each other. And in between these 4 desks where you all have your own little workspaces, there is a giant ritual rune drawn on the floor, originally put there by Eddie. As you were learning, that was one of the things you had to learn in this school, was how to create your space, and this rune here is where you harness the majority of your power. So it's a very personal area of power for you.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, so I'll stand, one of us at each of the 4 cardinal directions or whatever a ritual takes. And we'll get that out of the way. Drink chicken blood or whatever.
Wait, what?
I'm not turning into a chicken this time.
I'll go grab a jar of it from the hallway where
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm an anomaly. Chaos incarnate. And I might be the cause of the end of humanity. Listen to ISFET Archives, a Creative Typo production, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow along as my friends and I try to save the world from, well, me.
And now let's get back to the fun.
All right. So you perform this ritual, and it is successful. The fog outside dissipates, and that is the illusion that you targeted and the illusion that is gone. Oh. Add 1 more LP to your note sheet there.
All right, let's hurry up to the rally point there.
All right.
The cliffs? Are we still
the cliffs. Uorag, see if you can see what's going on.
Okay, back to the eagle and up above.
Okay, so as soon as you turn into an eagle, your vision gets way better immediately, and you can see that as you rise into the sky, you can see that past a small group of houses that are between you and the northern cliffs, just past them, there is a flat area that leads to a sheer drop. In that flat, steep, rocky decline, just past that, the plateau is like about 100 meters long. So from where the last house is, there's a plateau, and then the cliffs just sheer drop all the way down to the lake. You can see that up ahead there are 4 entities. It looks like with your eagle eyes you can see 2 elves, a halfling, and a half-orc up there. If you want to get more information, you're going to have to do a
discern reality?
Yeah, discern realities. Thanks. I was going to say lore check, but I knew that wasn't right. So for more information, you do a discern reality check.
Okay. Roll plus wisdom. Ooh. Not good.
Oh no.
5.
All right, so on a 5, roll again. See how bad this is.
11.
Okay, so you're good.
12, 13, 14.
So on a 5, you can't tell any more from him. From what you can see, this is about as much as you can get information-wise. And it appears that maybe they have spotted you in return.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
Pretty good-sized eagles. So.
Yep. And eagles aren't prone to living in a city.
Or having
Or
antlers.
having antlers, yeah.
Or having antlers, yeah.
Where's that eagle's beak?
If you fly fast enough, your lips just flap.
Oh, man. We're making our own sound effects now.
I thought the nope rope was going to be the low point.
No, we're just getting started.
There's no rock bottom. You think we're there, but it just keeps going.
Don't underestimate us.
All right, so what do you do?
Well, since that's what I've discerned, and now they're coming from the south by boat.
No, everything is coming from the north.
From the north.
So these four entities. So you came out of the house and you started going to your area. Your house is the northernmost house owned by the school on the island. So that's why your responsibility is the northern cliff face in the time of an attack.
Okay.
So you were heading toward the northern cliff face. You saw past the houses that separated you, like the just normal civilian houses, all the way up to the plateau, and you saw those four individuals in the plateau.
Okay. So I will fly back to Eddie.
While you're flying back, give another discern reality check. I want to see if you notice something.
11.
An 11 will tell you there's another creature toward the center of town. It appears to be... well, you would know this, just knowing what you know. It appears to be a griffin of some sort.
Oh. Wild or...
You can't tell from your last pour roll. The same markings that are on it, you can't tell what they are.
But it's not something that's normally in the center of town or anywhere.
Oh, no,
nearby?
no. There are no griffins local to this. This is probably part of the attack.
Okay. So yeah, returning to Eddie with the report of 4 strangers approaching from the north and a griffin in the center of town.
The north's our worry at first. Center of town, there's someone to take care of that. Let's go.
Perhaps we should send one of the youngers to the center of town with a message.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna holler into the underclassmen real quick. Hey, someone go take a message. Let them know that there's people approaching. We're gonna intercept.
All right. And little Jimmy's like, oh, man. And he's got like 4 vials of spell components in his arms. And he takes off running toward the center of town with the vials clanking together as he's running. So it's like clink, 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 clink. Always having to run around. You guys
better not break those, boy.
Let's go have a chat with these visitors.
All right. So as you approach... you other 3, give me a discern reality and see if any of you can tell what markings they have on it. The markings that Uorag could not discern. Yeah.
That's a 6.
11.
7.
Oh, wait. Mine was an 8.
Yours was an 8?
Yep.
The 7 and the 8, you guys can ask one question on this list of questions. And obviously... you wouldn't be sharing it. You would just know it to yourself unless you spoke up to share it. But what happened here recently, what is about to happen, what should I be on the lookout for, what here is useful or valuable to me, who's really in control here, and what here is not what it appears to be. And then on a 10 plus, which is Bill, you get to ask 3 of those questions. So we'll start with Bill. You want to discern that reality.
Okay, so what here is useful or valuable to me seems like a good start.
All right, well, this is your area with a plateau, and you have these 4 individuals kind of cornered against the cliff wall. So it appears that you have them kind of trapped, and you can use that cliff wall as a layer of... like a way to box them in.
Okay. What should I be on the lookout for?
They obviously didn't climb the several hundred foot cliff wall after swimming across a lake. So you should probably be on the lookout for maybe something that could carry them up this high. I don't know if Uorag told you guys about the griffin or not yet. Yeah, he did, right? Yeah. So you would probably know that they were carried here by a griffin.
Okay. All right, and what here is not what it appears to be.
What here is not what it appears to be. Well, it's already illusion magic, and there are no spirits that Uorag saw that were out of place. And these 4 would have spirits, so there's some interesting layers there.
Okay. That was my 3, right?
Yep. All right, and then Adira, you have a question?
Yeah, I guess that would. Who's really in control would be my question.
Who's really in control here? You feel like in this spot, you are in control of this direct situation. Unless more people come out of the woodwork somewhere or more griffins come from behind the cliffs, if the situation remains the same, you 4 against those 4, you have the home field advantage.
Okay.
What is about to happen?
You think from their posture that they are likely to attack on sight if they see individuals coming their way. They have weapons drawn, and they are slowly, weirdly moving their way toward town. So they are not trying to be stealthy, but they're moving like they are trying to be stealthy. like they're trying to creep through the fog, but there's no fog.
Huh. I am going to cast... Wait. There's no fog? But
Yeah, you got rid of the fog.
They're acting like there's fog?
Correct.
Can they still see the fog? Was the fog part of the defenses?
Wait, you said there's acting like there's fog, but there's no fog, and there's no spirits where there should be? You forgot detect magic, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast invisibility on Adira. These guys are hostile. They're going to fight as soon as they spot us.
An invisible barbarian. That's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
But okay, even in a rage.
Yeah, you would stay invisible.
Yeah, so you're invisible until you attack. Once you attack, you're not invisible anymore, but that first attack is going to mean something.
But so even if you rage and your weapon lights on fire, you... as a fire genasi is just an extension of you, so yeah, it's invisible as well until you attack something.
But I can't cast any other spells while you're invisible without dropping the invisibility.
How far away are we from them?
You are... I mean, how far were you guys getting? So you had kind of the bird's eye view from Uorag, and then you knew exactly where to look. And then you're up by the houses to where you could get a clean view on them. So you could... I mean... The plateau is about 100 meters. So, I mean, you could be approaching if you want, or they're like in the middle of the plateau creeping, so they're about 50 meters in.
Well, I think this is going to be a fight one way or another. You guys want to rush them?
We shall test their mettle.
I think it's very, very valiant of you. I'll play you off. Or do you want me to keep it down so we have a moment to sneak up on them? Or?
Yeah, he's got me invisible.
Yeah,
so
she's invisible, so she's sneaking up on him. She's the surprise attack.
I'm just
Okay,
gonna
so
look
you
at
could be
him.
as loud as you want.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna start performing my arcane art, my poetry and symbols, and I am going to give 1d4 to damage, and I guess just maintain the next time somebody successfully assists the target, because I get to cast 2. But yep. And I'm just gonna cast it on Adira to give, but so I have a vicious cacophony though, so it'll be plus 2d4 to your next attack.
plus your other D4.
So that's your normal attack of D8 plus 3D4. Okay, all right.
Plus you're invisible.
Plus you're invisible. And you're raging, I assume.
Yeah. Well, I just want to look over at Eddie, and after this is all happening, like right after he turned me invisible, correct?
Yep, yeah.
I just look at him and say, "Time to glow," and a question.
Time to glow.
Time to glow.
Hi everyone, this is Shamas, and this segment is called On a More Serious Note. Starting in Season 7, some of our episodes will include a small segment at the end where I tell you a little bit more lore from the world. This segment will be short and relevant to the current story, so no need to worry about spoilers. If you prefer to skip past these parts and get back to the actual roleplay, you're more than welcome to jump ahead. This is simply a little bonus that we have for our listeners that want to learn more about the world. On a more serious note regarding the Illusion Nation. Illusion magic consists of spells that alter perception or create false images. An illusion specialist is called an illusionist. The School of Illusion is housed in the Forsaken Lake in the Eastern Hemisphere of Euphrae. The rest of the Illusion Nation is a nomadic region, with people moving every few weeks and using illusion magic to mask their movements. The nation is a multi-regional landscape having mountains, plains, forests, beaches, and deserts. The vastness of the nation, accompanied by the hundreds of access points, make the nation an easy target for attacks by other schools. There are also more demon raiding parties in the Illusion Nation compared to others. These two driving forces alone are enough to create a nomadic culture for the illusionists. They travel to establish posts and caravan stops. There are some farmlands in the plains, but the forests and waterways are the primary source of food for the illusionist people. The Forsaken Lake is in the northern reaches of the nation. The city is one of the only permanent fixtures in the territory, and it has massive illusions around it to make it invisible to any that would seek its path. Foreigners will be taken to designated locations for security purposes. No one but the illusion mages, their party, and corresponding family members have access to the Forsaken Lake. A foreigner looking on the lake would see nothing but water. For many years, the school stood alone on an island within the lake. But after a few hundred years, families of the illusionists began to relocate to the island, turning the academy grounds into an entire city. The city took its name from the lake that protects it, now called the Forgotten City. Thank you for listening. I hope that you enjoyed this small piece of lore. If you would like more tidbits, or maybe to see maps or talk to the cast and crew, be sure to follow us on social media or join our Discord. All of those links and more can be found at www.afoolsquest.com.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.
Oh shit.
Say something, Dexter.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow. Put some effort into it.
I know. It's a sound check. I need you to make sounds with your mouth.
I was surprised, okay? I didn't know what else to do. Okay.
You've played one entire season with us now. You're past this. No more excuses.
I still use the GPS to get here, and I used to live 2 houses from here.
It's true. Anyway.
I don't.